Alright, it's my Winter Solstice 2021 edition. Ditched the new sleds to go back to the old sled. And gonna ski out to Todd Lake tonight as a big storm is coming in. And hopefully get camp set up relatively quick. I won't make it there by dark tonight, but at least should get most of the ski with a little bit of dusk light. Get camp set up and basically just hunkering down until morning time and expecting to see at least a foot of snow outside the tent when I wake up. So should be fun. Here goes. The wee hours of the morning, but time to be up, melting snow, making breakfast, getting something warm to drink, and making water for the day, or at least for the morning. So Caleb and I bought snowmobiles this year. Pretty excited about it. Hopefully those can help us access some of the bigger lines on some of the volcanoes more often this year. But for my annual solo solstice trip, I ditched the machine sled and got my homemade ski polk, which is just a $12 grocery store sled with some PVC and little homemade fins. Anyway, came out to one of my favorite local spots. Easy ski out. Came out in the early hours of the storm last night. Set up the tent in the storm, and spent the night sleeping and knocking snow off the tent. But should be fun. Should be a full day of storm skiing in the trees, and the fun part of coming and camping out here is I have a little base camp and can ski right down to the tent, hang out, get a little food, get back on the skis, and do that for as long as I want. So this is I think my fourth annual solo solstice trip, coming and camping in or around the shortest day of the year, just to try to experience the juxtaposition of these long nights and short days compared to when I do most of my camping, which is in the summertime. So feels like it's a good experience for my soul, because everything about the solstice says don't go be outside, especially when there's a storm. and there's real truth to that. But there's also something fun and invigorating, I guess, about actually just experiencing the harshness, even though it's not too harsh right now. It's not even that cold. The storm's not too crazy. I'm not in the Arctic, but the just the difficulty of short days, long nights, and but also the beauty of it. So should be a good day. Cheers. See, I've got all my shells from the way in last night hanging up to dry, which didn't really work. But that's because this storm, at least on the front end of it, is like barely below freezing. So as I was hustling to get the tent put together last night, all the snow that was landing on me was just melting into my outer layers, so everything's soaked. Basically, when I was out there, I felt like I was in the snow, and when I came into the tent, it felt like I had been out in the rain. But I do think it's cold enough that it should be pretty fun to ski on. Home sweet home. Where I just got out of bed a few hours ago. Well, what was it? 6 hours ago? Still. Huh. That was a good morning. I am hungry, thirsty, and heck, I could take a nap. So, the storm's getting worse and worse, windier and windier. So I decided to start packing up, leave the second half of the storm to everybody else. And as I was trying to get my tent apart, as I was trying to get the fly off, I accidentally pulled one of the main tent stakes, and my tent took off. Down in the flats is where I was camped. Blew all the way up the hill and caught in this tree. We'll see if it's salvageable, if it's just shredded. What a mess. We'll see how this goes. Wow. That's pretty lucky. I lost most of the stakes, but everything seems to be alive. What an interesting end. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.